Your code extension is deployed, but how do you know it runs correctly in your org? In this chapter, we will trigger our batch transform script and our chunking function, but this time straight in the org. We will then examine their execution logs to trace how they run and find the source of errors when needed. My name is Alba Rivas. Let's get into this. To run a batch transform script in the org, you run the associated batch transform. For CLI deployments, the batch transform is created automatically, and for UI deployments, you need to do it manually. To run a chunking function, you create a search index, then select code extension as chunking strategy, and then select the desired chunking function. For debugging, in both cases, any standard output from your Python code, including plain print statements, is automatically captured and stored in the DataCustomCodeLogs DLO. You can query it using regular querying tools like SQL, SOQL, the Data Explorer, Query Editor, or even the Data 360 MCP Server. Let's ask Claude Code to instrument our script and function by adding print statements. Claude uses Python's built-in print functions to write information about the execution in both entry point files. We will fast forward to the moment the new versions of the script and the function are deployed to the org. First, let's try to run the batch transform script in a headless way. We configured Claude Code to use the new Data 360 MCP Server, and the server includes a tool for running batch transforms. We will ask Claude to run the data cleaning batch transform in the org. After some minutes, we can see Claude choose the MCP server and run the batch transform successfully. After a while, we verify the status of the execution. It finished correctly. Now, let's ask Claude to query the resume DLO professional summary column for Alex Rivera, which we know contained unsupported characters, and verify it was sanitized. And we can see the sanitization work. But what happens if it fails or if it does not behave as expected? You can have proper observability to trace execution paths and catch silent failures by examining the logs. Let me show you the Claude Code approach. We ask Claude to query the Data 360 logs DLO for the latest execution of the data cleaning script. The Data 360 MCP server leverages the query tool to run a SQL query against the DataCustomCodeLogs DLO. What gets captured in the message field are your print statements, SDK warnings, runtime errors, and missing config alerts. Use the data custom code name or process definition name fields to pinpoint exactly which run failed. To run the function, we'll create a search index. We'll ask Claude to create a search index on the travel brochure DLO using code extension as chunking logic and selecting the text chunking code extension function. After some time, the search index gets created successfully and it is enqueued to be built. We fast forward a little bit again and we ask Claude to check if the index is ready. We can ask then Claude to query the generated chunks so we can verify the prepend logic worked. And Claude can do it again through the MCP server. And we can see how the chunks include the brochure title prepended. The process of examining the logs is exactly the same as with scripts. Now let's take a look at how to run code extensions from the UI. If you created the code extension from the UI, you need to create the batch transform manually. You do so from the Data Transforms tab. You click on New, select Create from Code Extension, and pick the one that you need. Next, you can run or schedule the batch transform. And for a custom chunking function, you go to Search Indexes, click on New, Advanced Setup, select the object, and under the chunking strategy, you select Code Extension and choose your custom chunking function. Of course, the logs can also be examined through the Data Explorer or the Query Editor in the UI. For instance, here I'm showing how to query logs from Data Explorer. And finally, you can see the script's run history on this page. And that's the full running and monitoring picture. Over these 4 chapters, we identified architectural gaps. We used the SDK, the CLI, and AI tools to author and debug custom Python scripts and functions locally. We deployed them to our OR, and finally, we monitored their execution. Now, you have a complete workflow to extend Data 360 even more in a headless way and through the UI as well. Which observability features are you thinking of building on top of the DataCustomCodeLogs DLO? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, watch the full series, and like this video if you found it helpful. Thank you so much.